novel The Enlightened, Nera combines elements of her religious background with exotic tales from her own native country, as well as the various cultures of her students from many parts of the world. The Enlightened is her first foray in writing a fiction adventure novel, but she hopes to venture into different genres in the future. Let's take a look.
Victor's hands and arms started shaking uncontrollably. When the big minister touched his forehead with the consecrated oil, Victor's body stiffened, and without warning, he fell on the hard cement floor. The big minister stood motionless, not knowing what to do. The sisters and the teachers were likewise not ready for this. They squealed in horror as they realized that the young student's head hit the hard floor first. "Help the boy! Help him! He might already be hemorrhaging inside." The concerned citizens were yelling for help, but ironically, the curious were surrounding the boy too tightly that there was barely enough air getting through. When I was in elementary, I recall being so fond of telling stories in front of the class, but then I didn't know much of writing then. But then as I grew older, around grade 4, grade 5, I started writing journals, making these stories have a little bit of drama, okay, by adding a lot of details that I've heard from grandma or my mom, okay, who tells me about gory stories about ghosts and vampires, and I thought it would be interesting for the rest of my classmates to not just listen to these, but also to read about them. The Enlightened, my novel, a fiction novel, actually came about as an offshoot of my own transformation as a nominal practicing Catholic to one that's a devoted follower. After my LSS encounter with a BLD, I thought that there was something that changed, and this transformation kept on, and I thought that it would be very good to share this with a lot more people, readers that would be inspired by a gradual transformation, just like what I experienced. And I thought that writing this book might be a very good medium. I came up with the title, The Enlightened, as a result of what happened to me after all these encounters from the BLD. And I thought that that's exactly what transpired. I got enlightened, and I put a little bit of this enlightenment in my character, the main character of my story, Victor, the 10-year-old boy. He may be a young boy, but of course the enlightenment that he got was very similar to mine. And I purposely made somebody who is so innocent and who's so devoted to his faith to carry on the fight against the evil fallen angel Vladimir, and I thought that we all in our own way always continue to fight the evil, not just coming from the evil one, but also within ourselves. I'm trying to promote this in the Philippines, because much of the setting is, of course, apparently in the Philippines, and I am intending to maybe talk to people from the University of Santo Tomas, where my first book was published with the USC Press, so I thought that maybe they could give me a chance to publish this as well with them, and maybe also go to Edmonton and Seattle, okay, BLD people there. And who knows? After all, it was God who inspired me a lot to do this, and having God in mind and this whole endeavor as an offering to Him, there's really nothing that I can't do. Hi, this is Linda Nera, and I'm showing you a copy of my book. It's a fiction novel, The Enlightened, and I'd like to ask for your support. You can buy this from any bookstore, from Chapters, from the Indigo. You could also get this from ebook and Kindle and Powell's, and that would be deeply, deeply appreciated. I'm a self-published author, and whatever you could do to support me by telling this to your friends and family. Tell about the book. It's an enlightening book, as the title says. It would be very, very deeply appreciated. Thank you so much.
Hey guys, I'm Jake Weinga and we're watching Pinoy Buzz with Janice.